Welcome everybody to the weekly accepted news feed, where I summarize the week's top stories and present them to you. Roll the thing. First off this week, we have the rumor about an apparent collaboration between George R.R. Martin, the writer behind the famous Game of Thrones book series, as well as From Software, the geniuses behind Bloodborne, Sekiro, Shadow Die Twice, and the Dark Souls series. This is based on a recent blog post at Gamemitsu with George R.R. Martin stating that he has indeed consulted on a video game out of Japan. This ties into the video published back in March by the YouTube channel Spawnwave, discussing a rumor regarding the next project from Dark Souls and Bloodborne developer From Software, which stated that the game is an open world title on which George R.R. Martin is one of the lead writers, with various kingdoms to visit and abilities to obtain from killing the leaders of those kingdoms. What does this mean and what kind of game can we expect? Well, perhaps we might find out sooner than we expected at the upcoming E3 2019 event. Next up is the Cyberpunk 2077 news. This game is one of the most hyped and long-awaited games of all times, being made by the creators of the Witcher series, CD Projekt Red. Fans finally, after a long and tedious 6 years wait, managed to see a trailer at the E3 2017 and then got a full-fledged gameplay trailer back in October.
Could be some truth to that.
But apparently, the game shown is not the final product. Not by a long shot. In a recent interview, Cyberpunk 2077 Quest director Matthew Tomaszkiewicz, sorry for butchering the name, revealed that the game has evolved significantly since the last time fans were given a lengthy look at its progress, and that the game itself will be very different. Now, hearing this, the community started to assume that this was leading towards a graphical downhaul and started to get riled up. But the rumors were put to rest by the same Tomaszkiewicz, who later came out and said that what he meant was that the gameplay showed only a small fraction of the game's mechanics and thus was extremely different from the product that they had in their hand and they were developing. The finalized product will look and play much better than the gameplay shown back in October. Let's hope and keep our finger crossed that this is true. Last this week is an extremely sad news. Telltale games from the Telltale studio, including The Wolf Among Us, Tales of the Borderland, as well as the Walking Dead series, are being pulled from the official GOG and Steam market. This has happened due to the sudden shutdown of the studio and the ongoing liquefaction of all of its assets. This has unfortunately taken its toll from these otherwise amazing, brilliant titles. I mean, The Wolf Among Us has always been on my top 10 games, and I have frequently seen Tales of the Borderland on many YouTube channels. A small relief for all of the fans is that Take-Two Interactive is trying to secure the rights for a few of those titles, including Tales of the Borderland. This whole news did make me very sad, as I am a huge fan of the Telltale game series, and I'm extremely sad to see the Telltale Studios shut off. Now, an extra news to uplift your spirits is the fact that God of War, developed by Santa Monica Studios, has now sold more than 10 million copies worldwide. Mind blown. It's hard to imagine how much gaming has grown over the past decade, as a game which came just a year ago managed to sell such a huge significant figure. I formally congratulate Santa Monica Studios for the amazing success and the hard work that they had put in the game. And I also want to give a big shout out for all the gamers in general for making this game, this amazing title, such a big success. Well guys, this wraps up the weekly news. Be sure to like, share and subscribe for more news, walkthroughs and everything else.